Welcome, welcome, y'all. The future is now. Welcome back to yet another adventure. We are in none other than the Sin City. We are in Las Vegas today. And so what exactly is this lit up dome behind me? Is it yet another attraction here in Las Vegas? Is it maybe another tourist trap? Is it the newest addition, Area 51? The answer is no. This is the Sphere, and so this is Las Vegas's newest attraction. And so what it is it's an entertainment venue for concerts, for movies. As I'm sure you guys have seen, it's been gaining a lot of traction in social media, and for good reason. This thing cost over $2 billion to build, which is an insane amount of money. Today, we're gonna find out just what's inside the Sphere. We're gonna go in, experience it from start to finish, but first, a few fun facts. All right, so first things first, how much did it actually cost to build the Sphere? And so get this, it cost a whopping $2.3 billion. That's right, $2.3 billion, which is an absurd amount of money to spend on one building. With that price tag, it is literally the most expensive building in Las Vegas. Speaking of investments, so this was a project originally started by investor and hotel groups, but took a total of 5 years to build, which some people think it's a long time, other people not so much. Personally, I think that is a very short time. Consider there was about a 2-year delay due to the pandemic. So during that time, all construction ceased. So really, I mean, they built this thing in 3 years. And exactly how many lights are on the Sphere? Get this, there are 1.2 million lights on the outside of the Sphere, creating all sorts of various designs. As you guys can see behind me, it's like a Earth, and now we have some sort of creature. I have no idea what that is. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. So there's all sorts of displays. It goes on 24/7, it looks like. There's also, get this, over 160,000 speakers on the inside, which supposedly produces some of the best sound in the world. We'll see. I think I've talked enough. It's time to check out the Sphere, and let's go see what's waiting for us inside. Welcome, welcome, y'all. The future is now. So first impressions when stepping in, it is a massive space and you're instantly met with lights, all this abstract decor. I mean, you feel like you're literally walking right into the future with this weird sort of snow globe twist to it. Like if it was like a Christmas themed future in a giant snow globe. No pun intended. And so this place is absolutely packed. And so one of the reasons why it's so packed in that area is you have this whole immersive experience, which is basically just a bunch of robots. You ask them questions, they answer you. Sometimes they notice what type of shirt you have on, for example. But long story short, the people sit there, they're lined up, waiting for their turn to talk to the robots. They gawk at them, and that holds things up a little bit. Another thing is that even the bathrooms here are futuristic looking. Kind of following the whole futuristic theme, they have these concession stands set up on every floor, and these things are insane. Wow, look at this selection of beer. This is massive. So what you do is you grab your beer, you just cut right around this line over here, and there you go. So what you do is you walk up, you can pick out literally any sort of drink, any sort of food. You throw it on the scale, you weigh it. When it weighs, it knows exactly which item you want. There's no people involved, there's no scanning. It's literally just you put it on the scale, it reads it, you pay. It's super simple. Now, this works right now. I don't know if in the future they're gonna be susceptible to theft, but I guess only time will tell, right? So they don't have a bunch of food options, but they have things like pizza, which it definitely isn't the cheapest thing in the world. A slice is definitely gonna run you here. But considering that you're in Vegas, nothing here is gonna be quote unquote cheap. Although the food could be a little pricey, the tickets actually weren't that bad. We paid about $100 a ticket, which sounds like a lot, but in comparison to if you wanna go see a football game here in Vegas, that's not a lot of money. That's gonna at least run you $300. If you want to see a concert here in the Sphere, that's going to run you a lot more than $100. One of the many reasons why we went to go see this film. So we saw a film called Postcards from Earth. It's directed by Darren Aronofsky. Some of you might know he was the same director of the movie The Whale, which, not gonna lie to y'all, I have not seen that film, but it is on my ever-growing list of movies to watch. All right, now making our way up into the actual theater was a mission in and of itself. I mean, this was a journey. You go up these super steep escalators. These things are literally like a 90-degree angle. So where we were sitting, it was a little higher. We rode what felt like a series of endless escalators. And I mean, the cool part though, was that we were able to actually like see the decor. We were able to really kind of experience it, take it in, gave us a chance to see what was going on below. We really got to see the sphere in its entirety. Inside, the screen was absolutely massive and it took images to the next level. There's a good number of seats inside as well. There's over 17,000, which is really big, but not as big, for example, as other really popular venues here in the US. For example, Madison Square Garden, which has almost 20,000 seats available. Also, nice little fun fact, that the same company that owns Madison Square Garden actually owns the Sphere as well. Another really cool thing about this is it's this whole all immersive experience. And so what exactly does that mean? You have over 160,000 speakers. So you really feel the boom every time. There's this massive sound, your seats are vibrating. Sometimes they shoot wind at you. There's this whole sensory level experience. In my opinion, 100% worth it. One of the things I will say that was a little unfortunate was it is really close quarters in there. And by close quarters, I mean that the seating is insanely cramped. Unfortunately, I was in between one of my friends and some stranger, and we were literally almost touching elbows. Also, the stairs, again, just like the escalators, they are literally a 90-degree angle. And when it's dark, I mean, it felt a little dangerous, not gonna lie, but luckily there were no accidents. Everyone made it out, I think. All right, and so one of the things I thought was really cool was that each individual seat inside the Sphere comes with a cup holder, so that way you're not stuck holding your drink, you're not bumping hands with the person next to you. If you buy a beer, you can actually drink inside, which I thought was a really cool concept. One interesting thing is that how the Sphere looks on camera and in person are very different. So I'm sure the way you see it is this beautiful, crisp image lit up in the night, but what I'm actually seeing right now is each individual LED light brought together to make the image on display. And exiting. So exiting can be an absolute nightmare. If you drive, if you're ordering from a rideshare app, it can be horrendous. The traffic can be slammed, backed up to wherever it is that you parked. Luckily, you do have some other options, so walking is always very convenient, especially if you're staying here on the Strip. Another option is taking the monorail. That takes you from the beginning to the Strip to the end. It goes in a straight line, so very easy if you're staying in this area. Overall impression, I would say it is 100% worth it to come here, to experience everything. Again, the screen resolution was next level. I don't know if I've ever seen an image that clear in my life. The sound was insane. I've been to many concerts. I don't think I've ever heard a better sound. Literally having every sense stimulated was just an experience in it of itself, and this really only exists here for right now. So it was very unique. I mean, I'd love to come here and see a concert one day, but for right now, all they have is U2, and unfortunately, I don't know too much about them. I haven't listened to a lot of their music. If they brought Drake or Bad Bunny, I would 100% cash out. I mean, I cannot imagine how that front row would be, especially if they took out the seating and you have the dancing and everything. That would be insane. And so because of the speakers and the seats, the way it's all positioned, there's supposedly no bad seats in the house, which really I got that feeling looking up. I mean, we were kind of seated over to the right a little bit, and literally, I felt like I was dead center. All right, y'all, that is it for today. I wanna thank y'all for coming on this experience with me. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe, and until the next adventure, peace out, y'all.